Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So, a tremendous, amazing start to the New York session, I would say. Yeah, it's still the market still is trying to figure out what it wants to do. I mean, support levels are all holding. That CME gap that we discussed yesterday is not closed yet, so the risk is still that we do that. I want to mention that again. Let me open the Bitcoin chart on the CME, because this gap is still open. It was not closed, only partially closed. Rather, the price used the gap as support, you can see here. But I still think it is quite likely that we could close it. The risk isn't gone. We still only have a three-wave move up, okay? A pretty clear three-wave move up, actually, from the lows. And interesting is that on the CME, actually, you see the move up looks even clearer like a three-wave move than, for example, on the index chart. Yeah. So, because that was a lower low, the one, you know, the second one that formed yesterday. So yeah, I mean, the scenarios we discussed in the previous video are both still relevant. Remember that the idea that this here could turn into a broader sideways correction in a wave 4, it remains valid, I have to say. So I still like that idea, just because this initial move down was so sharp, and compared to the wave 2, which was also sharp, that does not align very well with the guideline of alternation, which is an Elliott Wave guideline. And we only still have a 3-wave move up. It doesn't look like 5 yet, okay? It doesn't have the proportions of a 5-wave move. So I still see the potential quite high that we could come lower. But if we go lower, we might still not close the gap. Because if we come lower, then it's likely the yellow scenario, best I can tell. And that would, based on that last high, likely only take the price, well, potentially to the 100% Fibonacci extension at around 118K. So the yellow scenario remains valid as a 3-wave move down in wave A, a 3-wave move up in wave B, and we could get a C-wave move down in the 4th wave there, right? No, sorry, it's a 5-wave move down in wave C. So 3, 3, 5, that 5-wave move down in wave C could happen, take us to 118K. And to confirm that further, I would need to see a break below the 120,160 level. That's the first Fibonacci support I can offer. We're currently testing that Fibonacci support level here. Yeah. So, I mean, this is not really a breakout yet. Yeah, we've just tested the swing high from Monday the 11th. So it's a bit too early to vibrate out of our chairs, really, from excitement. I think there is a high likelihood we test support again. But as long as we're holding 120,160, the market might try to form one more high, then it would give us a 5-wave move up. I have to say the microstructure isn't very clear. I like the microstructure on many altcoins a little more at the moment. Bitcoin is messing around a bit. So, but that doesn't mean that, you know, the parameters are unclear. They are actually fairly clear. The support zone here that keeps the overall uptrend alive remains between $118,248 and $114,083. What I see here, that rejection up there, it kind of looks a little bit as if this could be a B-wave top, but I would need to see further downside momentum from here. If that happens, it would give us a nice and clean 3-wave move down in an ABC flat correction in wave 4. Remember, whenever we're dealing with a wave 4, you get a lot of fake outs, you get high B waves. That's kind of part of the deal. And the blue count shows the same scenario, just with a direct breakout. But it's the same idea that this is a wave 4. So I think all eyes need to be on this micro support zone between $120,160 and $120,918, because this is a micro support zone, because in the blue roadmap here, blue scenario, the market could find support here, get one more high, and that would be a 5-wave diagonal pattern. But the proportions of that diagonal are also a bit strange. Fact is, we have not broken out of the range yet, and we don't have a 5-wave move up yet from the swing low on Monday, and therefore there is no confirmation yet that a meaningful low has been established. But overall, I'm still looking for higher prices with a potential of another dip into support, which would be confirmed further if we take out that 120,160 level. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates. Feel free to follow us here as well. The link is in the description and in the comment section for further Elliott Wave updates, for news updates, and all sorts of things. Check it out. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.